you. So before the memorial service, I'd like to say a few words about Tomoe Katagiri. She was one of my sewing teachers. I met her in the summer of 1982 at Minnesota Zen Center and made this rakusu with her. It's been 44 years now. Visiting MZMC led me to meet my husband later at the end of 82. So to me, in my mind, there's a thread of Dharna Connection. Looks like clear cause and result that to me it's not far-fetched idea that if I didn't meet Tomoe-san, we would not be here today like this, gathering together at Sanshinji, where we sew and wear Nyoho-e, okesa, and rakusu in practice. Tomoe Katagiri was born in February 16th, 1932, and she passed away last month on May 30th. She was 94 years old. She came to the United States in 1965 with her 4-year-old son. Her husband, Dainin Katagiri Roshi, was already in San Francisco as an assistant to Shunryu Suzuki Roshi. In 1970, Shunryu Suzuki Roshi was invited to San Francisco Zen Center to teach Nyoho-e's okesa sewing. Tomoe-san, Blanche Hartman, and many other students received the sewing instructions from her. Later, Tomoe-san went back to Japan and studied the okesa sewing with Yoshida Roshi at Kaizenji and received lei okesa. In 1972, Tomoe-san moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota with Katagiri Roshi and her 2 sons, Yasuhiko and Ejo, when Katagiri Roshi established Minnesota Zen Center. Since then, she taught Nyoho-e sewing over 50 years. I met Tomoe-san in 1982 when I visited Minnesota Zen Center and stayed there for 2 months as a student. I had previous experience with Nyoho-e kyakushi stitch or namakiebutsu stitch, but never made a rakusu before, so I asked her to teach me how to make one. That was the beginning of my Nyoho-e sewing practice. And as I said, this visit to MZMC led me to meet my husband later in 1982 in Japan. So we married in 83 and I studied okesa sewing at Antaiji. Then Katagiri Roshi passed away in 1990. My husband was asked to be an interim head teacher at MZMC, so we moved to Minnesota from Japan in 93. But at the time in 1982, I had no idea that I would come back to Minnesota after 11 years with my husband and 2 kids. I always say my okesa sewing is a hybrid of Kaizenji style, which is Tomoe Katagiri style, and Antaiji style. But Tomoe-san was always my role model in her teachings, and dedication to the Nyoho-e practice was my foundation. I'd like to write more about her teachings and my experience later, but I'll stop here for now. Thank you very much.